Hello and welcome. I'm going to either A, assume you're going to be volunteering with Global Works and Travel, or B, you just saw my Costa Rican vlog and you wanted to know what the hell is she talking about. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this under 10 minutes, so here we go. Without clipping or editing. Wish me luck. So basically, here we are. It's 2020. What a great year, full of memories and lifetime experiences. And it's 3:30 a.m. I'm looking up on Google desperately, get me out of this place, and what can I do to give back to the community? I stumbled upon volunteering, and basically it was a website called Global Works and Travel Volunteering. So I clicked on it, and oh my God, the amount of places and things they had, like all the options. It was like Australia, Paris, Africa, the States, Canada, like literally it was endless options. And you could have done like a work experience, you could have done volunteering or being a nanny. So I was like, oh my God. Anyways, basically I saw Costa Rica. And long story short, I went there about 8 years ago, and I actually didn't really have a good time. And it wasn't because of the country itself, it was due to the vacation I had there, like just my trip in general. Nothing really worked out for me. I ended up fainting because of the heat. I wasn't used to it coming from Winnipeg at the time, dead of winter. It was just a lot. So when I saw Costa Rica volunteering with sloths, I was like, well, we can either A, have this awful memory subconsciously deep within me forever, or B, revive my sense of travel and have a good experience there. So I actually went with B. And, by 4 a.m., I was already doing my down deposit, which was really expensive. But here we go. Next day, I get a phone call from somebody who works with Global Works and Travel. And he basically just told me all about the program and everything. And I started chatting with him, and we had such a good time. I think it was like 2 hours of talking. So I decided right then and there, you know what? I don't really want to do sloths. I kind of want to be on the beach because I'm in a forest all day long. I live in Canada. If I'm not in the forest, I'm on a mountain. So I was like, you know what? I don't really get like much beach time. So why don't we do that instead with the turtles? And he was like, yeah, no problem. There was a price difference. And when I made the full payment, oh yeah, I kind of skipped that part. But I made a full payment for the sloths. And then when I transferred to this volunteer program with the turtles, they didn't give me back the money difference. And I was like, can I have it back, please? And they basically said, no, you know what? We're going to hold on to it. And this way you can use it if you book your plane ticket through us or if you book your insurance through us. And I was like, okay. Anyways, here we go. 2 years later, I finally decide to embark on this trip because they basically just had it on hold for me because they're able to do that. So after so many phone calls and so many emails back and forth, I finally decided to go. I ended up booking my own plane ticket because I saw it was cheaper. And their flights took me to so many places I didn't really want to lay over for. So from Canada, BC, Toronto, and then San Jose. And basically the volunteer program that I was going to be at was 5.5 hours away from San Jose. So a part of that payment chunk that I gave was actually going to go to the shuttle driver who was going to take me from point A to point B. The only dilemma was my plane landed at a time when the shuttle driver wasn't going to be available. And I'm like, oh, great, more money out of my pocket, even though I've already spent $2,000 on this trip. So I had to get a taxi to drop me off at a hostel, blah, blah, blah. So that wasn't like too much money because it was all really close by and it was a really cheap hostel, but it was still money out of my pocket, even though I had already paid this program in full. Anyways, also the plane ticket was really expensive, but whatever. That's just a Canada thing, I think. So, anyways, I get there. And, there was, my phone apparently didn't change after I left Toronto for the time difference. So I ended up waking 2 hours before the pickup, being like, where the hell is this guy? I started freaking out, messaging them, and they were like, lady, it's 7 in the morning. Your man's is coming at 9 a.m. And I was like, oh my God. And because I was at hostel, people were either up, they were sleeping. People had even left like an hour before I did. So I just thought it was 9 a.m. Anyways, foolish mistake. So he comes and he's like, hey, by the way, like really nice to meet you, but I don't have my shuttle here. It broke down yesterday. I brought my car. Is that cool? And I was like, oh, yeah, car's cool. And he's like, oh, I also brought my family. Is that okay? And I was like, And I look in the car. His wife and 2 kids are in the back. I kid you not. And this car had no AC. And this man's barely spoke English. And of course, me no hablar español. So here I am, 5.5 hours with his entire family. Oh my God. I was like, okay, well, either I'm going to die or I'm going to have a really just nice Costa Rican experience. So exactly that. I basically got to the facility. And this place was so interesting. It's like in the middle of nowhere, off a beaten path, literally like a river path. And this facility was huge though. Like it was completely gated. The people were so nice. Basically, our schedule was like eat breakfast. If you don't wake up for breakfast, you don't get breakfast. You have lunch and then beach cleanup. And then you have like chill out time. And then dinner, and then you do night patrol looking for turtles who are laying their eggs, which could be either at 8 p.m. or like 1 a.m. So don't get me started on the arribada as well. By the way, Google arribada right now. I dare you. Phenomenon. I swear to God. Anyways, so basically I'm there for this amount of time, and like every week different volunteers come to the site. So when I got there, I was actually the only new person that week, which is really rare, and there was already 5 people there. Oh my God, I could have not asked for a better blessing. These people are amazing, and I actually just FaceTimed one of them today. From Germany, Britain, Australia, like honestly all over the world. And then the next week later, we got like 8 more people, and a bunch of them were from the States, and it was just so cool. But talking amongst all of us, we actually found out that the program I signed up for costed the most amount of money. And I was actually there for the least amount of time. So is Global Works and Travel a scam? Well, kind of scam you from your money because it's a third party organization. So all of that money I put into them to pick me up and basically sign me up for this program mostly went to them and not the facility I was actually staying at. So not towards the turtles, not towards the food I was receiving, and not towards the workers that are there on site 24/7. So I asked them, what is a better way to get onto this program? And he actually said to sign up directly through them. Okay, I'm at 9 minutes and 27 seconds. I'm gonna pause this for a second. Right now in society, we're very focused on ourselves and we're very selfish. I'm not saying everybody relax, but I'm saying, it's kind of just in our system. And we're actually told to be selfish. So I think personally that just giving back to anyone and anywhere, even if it's just volunteering at the cat shelter down the street or the homeless shelter or just giving food or going overseas like I did, I think it is so important for us as a human race to just stop and breathe. I think we would be much happier and the place would be a lot brighter and beautiful. Oh my God, I forgot I have salmon in the oven. Okay, I hear it sizzling. Okay, yeah, anyways, give back and lots of love and thank you so much for watching. Oh yeah, by the way, I did not get my $200 back from my vlog. Oh my God, so that's why I'm making this video. Ha! Suck on that! So, super fun fact. In 2010, Austin Yao had a major earthquake, and ever since then, the waves actually haven't been that big. Which sounds a little crazy to me because they're massive, as my friends are right now surfing. I'm personally not gonna go because this would be my first time surfing, so it's a little too much for me. But this definitely is a surfer's paradise, nonetheless. So, thanks to GlobalWorks, I'm actually experiencing this and doing something really good for the environment and the turtles, so I'm super happy.